Hi, Anita. I decided to do the reading outside here in the garden because I get a lot of messages from my animal messengers, and this is just a really peaceful place. And my cat's outside. My cat that had this seizure, the vet said he doesn't know. He says it could be, the only thing he could think is a stroke. He doesn't understand it because there wasn't anything physically that they could find wrong with him. No kidney problem, no liver problem, no any disease that he should be having for a cat of 15 and a half years. Nothing. I know that it was an energetic release. I know that he had been carrying all of the toxins and holding all of the toxic energy that I had been surrounded by. And I've had a lot of psychic attacks, and I was in a toxic environment constantly coming at me because of my twin soul relationship, because of my landlord. It just, and I had gotten run down. And so we know our animals are our cleansers. They clear and charge us. So he's out in the garden healing. Hi, sweetheart. There's a beautiful bird that shows up every day for me. It's a flycatcher, and it's also related to a different bird. I'll have to show it to you. I posted it on my page, but it's two different birds together, so both messages would apply. So there's something in that for you because he just showed up. When I went to get ready to come out here, I always grab my crystals. You know, which crystals do I wear today? And for some reason, for me, it's fluorite. I've been shown, I was psychically attacked last night. You can see it, where is it, on my neck? I was in a group of women and I was being psychically attacked, and I knew it was happening, and it was pretty awful. Fluorite's been shown to me ever since I got here, and it's very important, and I didn't even realize, you know, I didn't know why. And so when I went to start your reading right before, I saw Liger outside. You'll see it on a video. And I said, I'm going to start this video in here before I walked outside. I said, because this is something every cat mom wants to see. I mean, this is my boy. I've had him 15 and a half years. He's been through everything with me. He has been through divorces. He's been through the loss of my mother. He has been through my son cutting me out of his life. He's been through me losing my twin soul. He's been through me losing my house. He's been through one after another, and he carries that energy. I now know that every time I pet him, I say, release, release, release. This is something you need to know for your puppy. When it's Tiger's time to go, it'll be his time to go. I'm asking for him to be as long as possibly to be here. And, 15 and a half years, and I'm getting a wish. A wish just went by. It actually just got stuck on the flower, so I'll show it to you. I've got a wish in my hand. Make a wish. It came and it's stuck. It's stuck around for a reason. If you look really close, there's two. There's two little seeds in there, one for you and one for me. So I went over to, I said, Mommy's making you bone broth. I was, for healing. Bone broth is very, very powerful for animals. He loves chicken broth, and so I got a whole chicken. I'm a vegetarian, but my cats aren't. I got a whole chicken, and I've had it stewing all night long. They love the broth. In it, I put garlic. Garlic is extremely healing for all the body organs. I put some Himalayan rock salt in it. And then I hadn't put any other essential flowers or essences in it or oils. But I saw cilantro last night, so I'm going to go to the store and get cilantro, and I'm going to put some of that in it, just a little bit because it's pretty strong. He had an allergy attack to the pollen here. It was too much for his body to handle after all of and it was a release coming here. This is called the safe haven for the crystal cats for a reason. This is a safe place. He knew he was safe here, and he released. So juniper berry was what was overwhelming for him. And pollen can be very toxic to animals, so I don't know what's in your environment, but I was guided just now to put 2 drops of juniper berry. Spirit told me to get it and put it in his broth because it's an anti-venom. You get bit by it, but then if you ingest it, it becomes part of your healing, okay? So I picked up a crystal. I picked up 2 at a store. I found this driftwood, piece of wood, and it was called, it's my twin soul. I called him Merlin. It's a dragonfish. And there was a big opening, and I thought, gosh, wonder what crystal's going to go inside that. And Spirit guided me to a couple of different stores. First store I went to was an antique and collectible store that had crystals. I believe in the healing power of crystals. They're very powerful. Spirit leads us to them for a reason. It's why I wear specific things. I'm guided to what I'm supposed to wear. Today it's fluorite and turquoise. Those are the things. And black. The black obsidian, black lava stone. Black is protection. That's why a lot of healers wear black. It's psychic protection. So the first store I went to, I was in there for a long time, and I found this beautiful piece of blue fluorite. Not fluorite, blue as calcite. It was gorgeous. It was expensive. It was $26. And I thought, well, I'll have to come back and get it. I only had $3 at that time. So I left, and I was guided right across the way. I found a trading store. And it was more like a, they buy all kinds of allotments of stuff. And they had so many rocks and crystals. And she said, everything is 30% off, and I'll make a really good deal. And I was in there for a while. She really liked me. And so I went over to this pile of rocks, and I said, what is this rock? Now, let me show it to you in the light so you can see the color. This is chrysocolla. And I thought, oh, my gosh. She gave them to me for $3 each, which is outrageous and unheard of. I saw a heart right away. I knew I saw something else, other animal, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't think of what it was. I just knew that I knew it. So I picked up this one, and I picked up this other one, which fit perfectly in the eye of my dragonfish. That also is my spirit cat, Sammy, which is a spiritual representation of my twin soul. And so I thought, I wonder why I got this other rock. Why did I get this other crystal? Why did I get two of them? And this morning I saw the face. Its best friend. There's a golden retriever's head, a dog. Very, very clear. I saw it right away this morning when I woke up. And I was like, wow. I mean, I'll take you back out and I'll show it to you. Dog is best friend, love, loyalty, protection. There's its eye, its blue eye. This is me. This is its nose. This is its head. There's its ear. That is the representation of me for my spiritual twin. That is the representation of him for me. So for you, your dog, I picked up chrysocolla this morning. This is your crystal. This is a dog. Chrysocolla is important for you. So I looked it up, and there's probably other meanings. Please get a piece of it. It's not that expensive. Chrysocolla is a combination of azurite, malachite. There's other different, and so all of those crystals, look up the meaning. I'll send you a clip with this. Don't worry about me talking about this, and I always give way more than people pay for in the readings. It's all important. So, chrysocolla in the form of a dog, this is for you. This is what you need. It clears and balances all chakras. You need that done. Your dog is showing you what's wrong with you. You need protection. You need healing. Your dog is taking a hit for you. That's what happens. Don't feel blame. That's why they're here. That's why they choose us. They are our guides. They are sentient beings, and they know what their purpose is. We can make their life much more pleasant if we listen to them and we see what's going on with them. So chrysocolla is very important for you. First message. I then picked up two little steelies in my hands. Steelies. When I was a little kid, my brother and I played marbles all the time, and steelies were a big deal, right? Remember the big ones and the little ones? I have two different ones here. And they're a little bit different in shape, and they're a little bit different in color. They represent planets somehow. They're not magnetic. One is dull, and one is shiny. The dull one, I actually like. It's got a really strong luster. The shiny one is, I don't know, it's reflective. So one is reflective of the other, is the message. They're strong. One is reflective of the other. Your dog is reflective of you, again. One is duller now. One's getting older. It's done its job. It's worked a really long time. One is still shiny. They always will be together. They're a pair. I'm not here to tell you your dog's going anywhere. I'm here to tell you that Spirit would like you to make bone broth for your dog. Go to the butcher, and you go to where you're guided. You can just get beef bone. I don't know. Pig. I don't know what it is. You'll be guided to it. You might even just say to the butcher, what would be a really good... Actually, we could look that up. What would be a good broth or a bone broth for an animal that's suffering from what, whatever this is. I would just say go be guided to it, but you could research it yourself. I'm telling you, that's your job. That's your homework, okay? This is Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Body. So I'm going to look up tremors, or is it tremors, or not a stroke? It's a reaction, is what he's having a reaction. His body is going through convulsions. So, convulsions. Because they are a mirror of us. Remember that, okay? Convulsions don't come up. Seizure. Okay, seizure. Seizure will come up. H-I-J-K. A-B-C-D. Seizures. Okay. Running away from the family, from the self, or from life. This is your affirmation that you will state while you pet your dog, saying release, release, release. You will say, I am at home in the universe. I am safe and secure and understood. Okay? I asked for, oh, interesting. I've got to go get one more deck. I picked up the Crystal Oracle. I wanted to get the animal deck. I will get it. I'll go get it. But this is the Crystal Oracle. I love this deck. I took this to bed with me last night after my psychic attack, and it went on for a couple hours. And I wanted to know, I was in a group of people, like I said, and I was very loud and not very loud, I was very firm, and I was not backing down, and they were getting upset, and one person started crying, and I wasn't swayed by the crying. I knew what was happening. They didn't know what was happening. She didn't realize what was happening. The psychic attack was going through her from a dark energy because she allowed that energy into her space. So shielding, protection. I'm wearing black. You need to shield and protect yourself. You need to clear and shield and balance your chakras. You call on Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael to come forward to do that. You do it for your dog too. You do it for your house. I ask Archangel Michael, please do a sweep of my home, my property, my animals, myself, and my vehicle. On all levels, in every dimension, in every reality, past, present, and future. Remove any entity or any energy that should not be there. Thank you, please. Archangel Michael is doing that. He stands guard. He protects. And I want you to stay with us. He'll stay with you if you ask him. He can be with everyone. Then you ask Archangel Metatron to clear and balance your chakras. And you'll do that with the assistance of the Chrysocolla. Then you're going to ask for your animal as well, because that's a dog, right? Clear and balance. Clear his chakras. Balance him. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I don't know what's going on in your family or in your personal life, and I don't have to know. All I know is there are no mistakes with the messages that I get. I'm very accurate. I'm very guided. Father, please help me. Use me as a channel for your divine healing energy. Do not allow any other energy to come into this space. We're asking for clear, concise, perfect information to be delivered to Anita to assist her family, and her puppy. She loves this animal. She knows who this animal is to her. Help her help him. Or her. I'm sorry, I can't remember if it was a boy or girl. Okay, correct for neutrality. What is the message from the Crystal Oracle deck? Amulet stone, thunder eggs. Okay, so somebody's going somewhere. This is about going on a trip. Amulet stone, thunder eggs. I have a message always. I was lightning before the thunder, somebody says. I'm the thunder. I said to Spirit, why do I always have to be the hammer? But that's my role in this life, apparently. So it's called, thunder eggs are the other term that they're known for. I don't have any. I'm going to have to get some. So it's talking about travel that's soon going to be on the horizon. So it's an unexpected opportunity that's going to have you preparing to go somewhere. So what does this have to do with your dog? I have no idea, but you're meant to know this. So it's a faraway place that you're going. It's far from where you are. You're being guided and you're being protected while you're traveling. It could be astral traveling. It could be in your dream space. It could be physical. I don't know. But while you're away, connecting with spirit, could be in a meditation, right? Or while you're literally away, what you're going to do is you're going to find ways that are interesting to you, that you're going to be able to integrate your physical knowledge, your spiritual life, as well as your business, personal, love relationships. It's all interconnected. So ideas are going to come up, these opportunities that arise, and you're going to find it very beneficial, very exciting, very stimulating. So Spirit just wants you to keep yourself open, keep an open heart and mind. That's all they want you to do. That's the only message I'm giving you from that deck. I don't know what's in regards to. Like I said, it could be a dream time, because I said in all spaces, times, dimensions, and realities, we wanted protection and clearing, right? I travel. I astral travel in my dreams all the time. I'm all over the place. You probably are too. It could be a past life. You could be going backwards. You could go forward. I've gone back. I've gone forward. I've gone out of this galaxy. And when we go out, our auric field gets torn. So when you come back in, it's like when a rocket goes out, it burns off. And when it comes back in, it has to withstand that heat and that pressure. But when our bodies we're physical still, right? When we leave and we go out, it's very hard on our bodies to come back in. So you're asking for a shield of protection. That's why. Because you may be traveling, whether it's a physical travel in this life or whether it's traveling out of body into the cosmos or in your dream time. Back in the past to collect knowledge of things that have happened. Maybe you're going to be given a drop of information about something that you need to put in the bone broth. Bone broth is incredibly healing for animals. Now, it might just be that it's comforting. My cats love it. It's comforting. Whenever an animal's sick, if they can eat anything or drink anything, and there's a wish going by. Here it is. It landed right in my hand. Make another wish. Did you see it? It's right there. There it is. It's comforting to them. And they say, if they will eat anything, give it to them, right? So you want to give them something that's good and nourishing. Nothing like warm chicken soup to heal when you're not feeling well, right? And I mean, I would love it. It was my favorite when I was eating animals, but I don't eat animals anymore. Correct for neutrality. I have to correct myself. I have a fish on my fluorite necklace. I am a pescatarian right now because I do eat tuna fish, and I don't know, my body was desperately in need of the oils. I might drink some of that bone broth. I might have to do that. I'm against killing animals. I am against that, but sometimes Spirit says things have to happen. My body was breaking down. My skin was breaking down, and it might be that I need bone broth. I don't know. I'll have to ask that. It might be that you do. Correct for neutrality, because I said what my cat eats, I eat. And they said, oh, look how Liger's so funny. Him sitting there begging to eat and it was something like, I don't know, a fruit smoothie or whatever, as if he would eat it. And I said, Liger eats everything I eat. Everything. He eats salad. He eats Cool Whip. He'll eat anything that I eat. So I'm looking at Liger, and Liger is needing certain things. Liger's got a skin condition. I have a skin condition. So what I'm giving Liger, I need to give to myself. So, you know, if I can find it in a vegan form, I will. But if I can't, maybe I need to drink that bone broth. Or there's your message. Recovery. Okay, I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for holding my hand through my recovery upon the path of radiant health. So this is speaking about your dog. Please hold my hand. But it's also speaking about you, because you're the one that your dog is trying to heal. So you're going to ask for this recovery. To see that first is an amazing message. So this is reassurance that the situation that you're inquiring about is going in a positive direction. You're being told to expect a miraculous recovery. So expect it. When Spirit says to expect something, you expect it. You say to them, okay, I'm trusting you. And I'm expecting this. You guide me in the steps I need to take. I'll take them, but I'm expecting this. They're showing me recovery could be talking about a program. If there's somebody in the family that needs to go into a program, they need to be sober. There could be an addiction. It could be smoking. It could be drinking. It could be too much sugar. It could be negative thoughts. It's about detoxing your body. It's talking about holding positive thoughts about the recovery for your puppy. It's also saying that you have a purpose in helping others with recovery in some instance. It also means you might recover something you've lost. I made wishes too, right? So these messages are for me too. You will overcome a present situation that's stressful, and everything's going to be okay. So obviously your dog's not going to live forever, right? But right now he's going to recover, or she. I keep saying he. the message on top is consult a nutritionalist. So I would say the nutritionalist would be Spirit first. I turn this over to you, Spirit. Guide me to the foods and the beverages that taste good for my puppy and for myself, that are fulfilling and support my ideal health and weight for my body. This is important for you and your pup. Whatever it is, you need to consult a nutritionist. Your nutritionist is going to be your higher self. You're going to get divine intervention in the form of messages in many different ways. Detoxification is extremely important right now for you. Your body, and the one that we're speaking about with this pup, needs to be detoxified from chemicals. If there's any chemicals that you've used for pesticides or chemicals on their body, don't use chemicals on their body. If you've used any, I only use organic essential sprays to clean in my house. I've got a wellness line that I've created by Spirit, showing me specifically the items to use. I use them all day long. This is my face spray. I have a cream that I use, and then I spray this on my face, chest, and neck all day long. It has silver solution in it. Silver solution has been proven to kill third world viruses. It eradicates the microbial issues, the funguses and the viruses. Your dog most likely needs silver solution drops in his water. That's not colloidal silver. That builds up in the body. My cats and I ingest it in our food, in our water, on our body. I put it on my cat's body, the silver solution. That might be something that you could massage into your dog. I don't know where you live, but I can get that for you. So that's something there. You need to ask Spirit, because it will detoxify any, and my cat got bit by a spider. He went into a seizure. It attacked his skin. It detoxifies. It will kill that. My landlord had a virus that he picked up that the doctors could not identify. They couldn't identify what's wrong with Liger at the vet, right? They couldn't identify it. And he was dying. They kept giving him antibiotics. I don't give my cats antibiotics. I don't take antibiotics. Sammy has asthma and allergies. Liger started sneezing when he came here. I know it's from the pollen. He has allergies. We can develop allergies. Maybe you have an allergy. You might have an allergic reaction to a person, to a place, to an event, right? Whatever it was, there's a reaction. And so what the doctors were doing were giving him antibiotics, which was killing his natural immune system. He wasn't able to fight for himself, and he was dying. His friend, a scientist that created the silver solution, said, you need to take this. So he figured he'll try anything, and it saved him. It eradicated it. He started working for the company as a sales rep because he couldn't believe it. He had a procedure done on his hands. What is that called, where they try to take the brown spots? A laser procedure, and it went bad. It left him with third-degree burns on his hands. It was healed with the silver solution, no scarring. I had third-degree burns on my legs, on my abdomen, on my arms, my hands, from poison ivy and poison oak. And the doctor said that they'd never seen a reaction so strong. There's a reason these things had happened to me. I got here. It happened again, but just a little bit, because I had already gotten the antivirus. But then I got attacked at the same time. I got pricked by the fir needles from the tree. And my whole body had pustules all over my hands and blisters everywhere. And I thought, what is going on? I did a live reading, the first reading I did in the garden. And Spirit said, you need juniper berry. You need goji berry. You need acai berry. You need balsam fir essential oil. And I thought, okay. So I got all of it. I didn't know why. The juniper berry was for Liger. It was also for me. I put it in my smoothies. I put it in the diffuser in the house. You have to be very careful with essential oils around cats. Certain ones are deadly to them. You got to research it. But Spirit said for me today to put 2 drops of juniper berry in that chicken broth. It's a big vat. So there's oils in that, and that will break it down, and it's like a buffer, a carrier. Like in here, I have so many essential oils. There's jojoba, there's all kinds. I can't even tell you how many. There's probably 17 essential oils in this, as well as hemp oil, vitamin E oil, neem oil. I can't even tell you. So when you put it in with a carrier, and that way it's able to go on. It doesn't burn your skin. It doesn't hurt your body. So at the time, I thought, what does that have to do with the reading, right? Why did I need juniper berries? It didn't happen for another week, the attack that I had on my body. Then I realized I needed that anti-venom put into my body. I was being attacked. I had I should have had scars. It's gone. Once I started putting this lotion and the spray on my body that I made, my neighbors watched it happen. Gone. It was on my face. It was everywhere. I didn't even want to show my face. So, for you, trust what your inner self tells you when you go to the store, which bone broth you're supposed to get for yourself as well as for your pet. You'll be guided to the foods that you already know what the message was. I'm going to run into the house and I'm going to go get the animal deck for the final. And look, see, we're already at 25 minutes. I always give way more. So just before I get the message from the pet, as far as your nutritional consult a nutritionist, they want you to do some homework. They want you to look up, you know, what influence. If you don't have this book, get it. My mother, this is like her Bible. What you eat, your pet eats. What you think about, your pet thinks about. How you react, your pet reacts. They take your energy. It's a mirror. Remember, one's a shiny one, one's a little bit duller because he's taking on all your crap. Okay? So this, I don't know how expensive this is. This is a really old copy. I don't even know when this was born. This was my mom's, though. She got it, Louise Hay. It's $4.95, or it was, right? I mean, I don't know how old it is now. Canada, $6. But it's insane. You'll be guided. Actually, I'm going to ask right now. Correct neutrality. Show me for Anita. Is there something specifically that she needs to understand? She needs to go left or right, top, bottom. Attack. Heart attack. Heart, blood. Represents the center of love and security. Attack. Squeezing all the joy out of the heart in favor of money or position. Problems. Heart problems, okay? Long-standing emotional problems, lack of joy, hardening of the heart, belief in strain and stress. Here's your affirmations. For blood issues from the heart, my heart beats to the rhythm of love. For an attack, which your dog might have had, he might have had a heart attack. I bring joy back to the center of my heart. I express love to all. Problems with the heart, joy, joy, joy. I lovingly allow joy to flow through my mind and body and experience. Okay, that's important for you. Also, as far as the nutrition, you need to study what the influence is upon your health, your own. You need to eat more healthy. You need to listen to what you're intuitively guided to go to and honor your body by making whatever the dietary changes are necessary. And for your pet, maybe you need to do dietary changes for your pet. No treats, no junk dog food. I would make it before I would buy it, unless you get natural, grain-free, get health quality food. It's not okay to give your pet shit. You don't take shit into your body, and if you do, you need to stop. So holistic, natural foods for your pet and for you. My cats don't have junk food. Correct for neutrality. I even give them treats that are whole food. Rachel Ray has a treat, and I thought, well, see if Liger likes it, because normally they're pretty picky. They want junk food. They'd rather have Oreos, right? He loved them. I was so excited. So now, if I want to give him a treat, I can give him something I know that's good for him. Nutritious. And her food isn't that expensive. Correct? Oops, that one. Okay, 2 jumped up. Environment. Can we go for a walk? Or explore a new place? I like to encounter new people or animals or scents. And grooming. Please brush or groom me as appropriate. First thing I got. Release, release, release. My skin is itchy. My hair feels uncomfortable. My nails need to be trimmed. Grooming. This animal needs grooming. Grooming is also a message about deep care. When you want, when you want to groom somebody to be your protege, you put a great deal of time and attention into them, right? Your animal needs your attention. Needs to be groomed, and specifically and in specific ways. I'm told 2 more and then we're up, because I have to make a living and I've got to be responsible. And I figured 10 minutes would do it, and we're at 30. So that's not your fault, that's mine. I should have just said we'll have to play it by ear. Correct for neutrality. Everything's a lesson, right? Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask Spirit. I want them to pick it. I asked for them to pull it. I'm not going to choose it. It's got to be from them. Is there something that her dog wants to say to her? or that you need to share for her? We have 2 more messages. Can you show them clearly what they are? 2 June bugs. Look, look. 2 June bugs. Oh my God. That's a message to you. A pair. Remember I said you guys are a pair. There's a time frame for you. That was incredible. That was incredible. Okay. Oh my God. I'll put it in the reading. That was incredible. That was incredible. Oh my God. Oh my God. That one. Has someone else entered the scene? Has somebody entered the picture? I'm afraid. I don't get along with them. I have a conflict. I might have a conflict within myself. But because there's 2 of a kind, right? 2 of a kind. One more. With yourself. Remember, this is for you as well. Is there a conflict? Am I fighting with my head and heart? Is there somebody that's come into my environment? Yes. For me, two black bugs were coming at together, right? Black protection, right? I look at it 2 ways, because what we were talking about, what is it that you need to know? What is it you need to know? What does your animal want to tell you? What is it you need to know? There's a conflict. There were 2. That was a conflict. Those were black. Those were dark energy, okay? There's that message. Plus the June bug gives you a positive message. But you got to pay attention to what was happening, what you were thinking, what you were doing at the time, okay? I asked for a message from Spirit and from your dog. Did they need to tell you something? Yeah, there was a conflict of 2 that looked the same. Those were identical. Okay? 2 that look the same. Correct for neutrality. Beautiful. This is from your baby. I only have the best of intentions. I am trying hard to please you and get it right. So you tell your baby, I love you. You're doing a good job, and Mommy's going to do everything she can to take care of herself. And I appreciate you showing me how I need to take care of myself. I'm sorry I left all this to fall upon you. It's not your fault that all of this has gone on. And it's not my fault that all of this has gone on, because I'm learning. But I'm going to do what I can. And I'm expecting you to have a recovery and to live out the rest of your life in a comfortable way. I love you, Nita. I'm super excited for you. That's your reading. Hey, please give me feedback and let people know how accurate this is. And I'm going to put in here, I'll listen back to this as I upload it. I'm going to put in the June bug message, the chrysocolla message. And I think that's it, right? All right. Take care.